Okay.
Who has it better than us?
Nobody!
I'm so disappointed.
I said nice guys right from the bottom.
I'm not disappointed in
Well, you see what I have to deal with every day. That's okay. I appreciate you guys. Thanks, Dad. Sit down there. Sit down there. He's leaving. He's leaving. He's so disappointed in you guys. That was fun. He gave the greatest talk to the team yesterday that you ever heard in your life, and it'll be recorded and it'll be on the Harbaugh Coaching Academy for everybody to see here soon. So there's my plug. But congratulations to the football team. The football team. I really think it shows what a group of men is capable of, a group of people is capable of, when they just put their heads down, they don't worry about what people are saying, and they decide that they're going to go to work every day. They're going to meet, they're going to work on football, and they're going to practice the way you're supposed to practice. And when you do that as a football team, you have a chance to improve, and we have done that. Now we know we are just getting better. We know what's possible, we know what we're capable of, but we got a long way to go, and we got a lot of work to do. And we're just 4 games in, and we got 13 more regular season games to play. And where this season goes is going to be defined by what we do in the next 13 games plus. But I will say the leadership on this team is incredible. Kyle Hamilton sitting right over there. Okay, young guy taking the reins. Okay, you know all the other guys. You know Rowe. You know Lamar. You know Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely, other young guys. We got a bunch of great leaders in this team. A guy like Pat McCarry going from right tackle to left guard like that and playing the way he did. These are the kind of things that make a difference. So with that, what questions do you have?
You know, the Bills came in undefeated, and Josh Allen was considered the leading candidate for MVP. Yeah, I know what you mean by, like, there's time left, but do you think this team made an early statement with how they won tonight?
I just think our guys are humble and hardworking, and they understand that there's, faith is activated by belief, and we got a bunch of guys that believe, and they give glory where it's supposed to be given. They give glory to God. And to each other, they work hard, and they have each other's backs, and that's all it is right now, okay? So whatever else is said or written, it doesn't matter. Matter of fact, we don't want to listen to the good stuff if there is any good stuff. We're not interested in hearing it, We just have to go to work. We got a big game next week, and we got to get ready for it.
Coach, Derrick Henry, 199 yards rushing. Second week in a row, he's in a big game. How comfortable is he getting involved in this offense?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's really excited about the offense itself. I think Todd Monken and the offensive coaches, Willie Taggart, the running back coach, all of our guys have done a great job with kind of working through all the details of how to actualize the vision, the idea. Okay, we could be this, we could be that, but you got to put it together. So it's starting to come together, I think.
John, coaching Derrick now for 4 games, do you notice something with him pregame different than other people you've coached, or like kind of take us inside what you see from him pregame and into the game?
Yeah, I mean, he's a pro. I mean, I know that. He's a really good guy. He's very humble. He's a man of faith. He's a family man, and he really loves football. And he comes in, he thinks about it. He's driving into work, he thinks about it. It's football. Driving home, he thinks about it. He makes a play, he doesn't make a play, he wants to learn something about the offense, he calls, he texts his coach. It's all he talks about is football. It's all he wants to be doing when he's at the building is do football, because it matters so much to him. You appreciate that as a football coach.
John, you talked about some defensive players earlier, but can you talk a little about what Travis Jones is giving you out there? Because it might not show up in the stat sheet, but he seems to be playing at a dominant level.
I agree with that. I think Travis Jones is playing at a dominant level. And obviously you watch that. You're a front guy. You always have been. And that's where the game is won and lost. Travis Jones is dominating inside.
John, last week you had said you thought maybe you got a little conservative in the second half. Was there a conscious effort to be otherwise today, and how do you think that played out?
There was, and we got the 2 3-and-outs coming out, which was disappointing. And then Kyle Van Noy comes up with a big turnover. Kyle had a fabulous game, gets the turnover, kind of gets us sparked a little bit. Then our offense takes over from there. And we were running the ball, I thought, very creatively, but also the boots, some of the quick play action passes were good for us. Lamar again has just been fantastic.
John, did you feel like
having a complete game? What does it feel like to get it at home on prime time against a team that has been probably the hottest team in football to this point?
I mean, you work for moments like this. This is something we will remember, and I hope all the fans will remember it. I hope they look back at it and say, I was there that night. And but for us, that's important, and it is valuable. But we have to get ready for next week. You know, we've got to go play a division game next week on the road in Cincinnati, and that's what we've got to get our focus on. So our guys will enjoy it, you know, through tomorrow, but they'll be back in Tuesday afternoon, and it'll be all Cincinnati.
John, do you feel like you guys set the tone from a physicality standpoint with that first run from Henry? Just what?
All right, so that's a coach that's starting to see in his team what he wants to. Also, got Papa Harbaugh rolling around the building, getting everybody fired up. Doesn't hurt.